Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is a game that I am looking forward to, just not as much as other games. I love the Arkham games, in fact they are my favorite games, and since Rocksteady is making this game, it does get my hopes up. But what I have seen so far just hasn't gotten me that excited. In this video, I am going over the 5 things I want to see in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Number 5 is a good single player experience. We know that this will have 4-player co-op, and that's good for the people that want to play it like that, but for me, I only play games by myself. So I hope that the experience of playing it by myself is as enjoyable as co-op could be. I have no real reason to think it will be bad, but since co-op seems to be a big focus, I just hope the single player experience is good on its own. Number 4 is good boss fights. Rocksteady is hit or miss with their boss fights. Arkham City had great boss fights, but Asylum and Knight's boss fights weren't as good. Origins has fantastic boss fights, but that wasn't made by Rocksteady. I would love for them to be like Origins, or even City, especially since we are going up against the Justice League. I feel there is a good opportunity for great fights against them. It also could be interesting since there are 4 playable characters with different abilities, and that could have an effect on the fights, and the player could choose how to do the fights differently with different characters, or using all of the characters' abilities during the fights. Number 3 is good chemistry between the characters and fun character interactions. This is something I think the Suicide Squad movie was really good at. How these characters interact with each other could be very interesting, and we could get some fun scenes between them because of how different each of them are. The way these characters interact with each other could be important to the story, because of how they are supposed to work as a team. Number 2 is connections to the Arkham universe. So as we know, it has been confirmed that this game takes place in the Arkham universe, but to me it just doesn't feel like it. The style doesn't feel the same, and that's fine, there can be different styles within the same world, but some changes like Deadshot feels a little pointless and makes it feel less connected. So I want to see connections to the bigger Arkham universe to make it make more sense and to give it more of a reason to be in the same universe. And number 1 is Batman explanation, and this kind of goes with my previous point. Recently, it has been revealed that Batman is indeed in the game, and at the end of Arkham Knight he supposedly killed himself, but with Nightfall Protocol it is to be believed that he faked his death and started using a new way to face criminals. There aren't any real contradictions here, but I just want to know how Batman got from that point at the end of Knight to here. Batman just seems like regular Batman, besides seemingly being controlled by Brainiac, and they don't seem to question that Batman is back. So I just need something to bridge the gap between Arkham Knight and here to make it feel consistent. So those are the 5 things I want to see in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I am interested in seeing how this game turns out, even though I'm not that excited for it. But anyway, that's all I have to say. See you next time, goodbye.